HEH peeps, what's happening? It's your girl, Twary Babes, coming at you with the late night review for Friday. It is January. It is February 16th, 2024. Good Friday, y'all. Long Friday, y'all. Hope you guys had a good Friday. Hope you're probably sleeping now because it's super late here. I had to help one of my kids out with a car situation. Not a mechanic, but anyway, I had to be there for my kid to help them get some things figured out. But when I seen General Hospital, I was like, I got to talk about it. And since I am not going to be doing a live tomorrow, I was like, yeah, let's just. It was too much going on for me not to talk about it because I have some things I want to throw off on you guys. Y'all let me know what y'all think, and as usual, please leave your highlights and comments in the comment section. I always love and appreciate you guys communicating with me. And if you like the content and you've been following me for a while, hit that subscription button. And if you like the content, the video for today, hit that like button. Those subscriptions, those likes gets my video out into the algorithm of Soap World, and pushes my media out there. But let's talk about it, guys, because GH was given, honey. It was given. But anywho, we're going to start today's show off at Laura's penthouse. And Mr. Kev has officially been added to the adoption page, the adoption paperwork of little Ace. And, guys, I don't want anybody thinking that I have an issue with elderly people raising children. No, that's not the issue. The issue is that Laura Lou needs her children on doc. How long is she gonna be? Wasn't she just raising Spencer? Charlotte? No, she ain't really doing too much with Charlotte because Valentine's and thing. But she was involved with that. Laura needs her kids to come and raise their kids, so Laura Lou can enjoy her golden years with her and Kevin sitting Mai Tais or whatever they like, mimosas, fishing, whatever they want to do. They enjoy their senior moments. And it's not soapy. Grandparents watching. No, that's not soapy to me. But anyway, so Uncle Kev has been officially added to little Ace's adoption papers. And Uncle Si decides to pay a visit to see the little angel. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen Poltergeist, but Poltergeist 2, I loved all of them. I know some of them were corny, but I didn't care. But Poltergeist 2 showed the pastor, the preacher. And every time Cyrus said the little angel, it brought me back to when he says, "Oh, I just want to see the little angel." And you guys if you haven't seen the movie, I guess you wouldn't get it. But for those that have, let me know. Y'all know that's what Uncle Si remind y'all of. I just want to talk to the precious angel. That man freaked me out. I had nightmares for life because of him. Well, not for life, but for a minute. Moving along, Laura tells Cyrus about the fact that they are going to legally adopt Ace as be the parents, and Cyrus is happy for him, says that's a good idea. You're keeping the little angel safe. And Laura's like, yeah, I guess so. She's, but I want you to know, this doesn't mean that it's open door policy to him. That's not going to happen. He's had enough changes in his life. He don't need all that. And I'm like, Laura, how many excuses are you going to make? And guys, did y'all check how many times this woman went for the door to escort his butt out? I think it was like 4 or 5 times. And he had to know she wanted him to leave. Cyrus don't ever read the room, guys. I don't even think he cares. I don't even think it's the fact that he can't read the room. I don't think he cares. But anyway, and Cyrus is starting to get agitated, and he's wondering how long is Laura Lou gonna mistrust him and keep and he's turned over a new leaf, and why can't she just believe in this new revamped him? I'm like, boy, because you used to be a drug pusher by like 3 months ago. What are you saying, man? You got out of jail because you supposedly have a weak heart. But he handled that butt whooping Sonny gave him. Didn't feel like you died from that. But anyway. Laura said it wasn't that long ago that when you enjoyed rubbing people's noses into their calamities. And Cyrus is like, yeah, I'm not going to deny that. I still carry the shame. Laura Laura says it's going to take more time. And to forgive us for our trespassers, it's going to take more than just your word. Because we all still remember. And I'm glad she finally told him that. But I think everybody else has. And he just still ain't getting it. Or he just doesn't care. And she said, yes, forgive us for our trespasses if we need more time to forgive you. And you know what? That's the most honest thing she could say to him, to be honest with you. Because this instant satisfaction. We all know there's another person on the soap that's just like that. There's just wants instant forgiveness. I will not mention any names, but we know who I'm talking about. But anywho, Sarah asked about Nicholas and that she heard from him and that he's arranged for his protection. And Laura goes off. She thinks Sarah is going to pull. She goes off. She's like, I thought you changed. And here you are trying to pull strings in prison. I'm like, wait a second, what? So you don't want him to protect Nicholas? Is that what you're saying? You don't want him to protect Nicholas. I'm like, you do know what happens in prison, right? I mean, Nicholas ain't no. I mean, they don't care about his Cassadine fortune. And then he used to run. Wait a second, guys. Didn't Nicholas run Penville? Didn't he own a prison? I could swear that he owned a prison or that he had hands in a prison. Wasn't it Penville? Y'all let me know in the comments, because I'm pretty sure that man had his hands in prison. Specifically the one that Alexis and Sean was in. Now, if it was Shady, whatever the other one was, let me know. But I thought he had a hand in the prison system. I'm like, he should be able to help himself. But anyway, that shocked me when she got all like, I'm like, she's trying to protect your son. You know what happens in prison? Nicholas is all by himself. You see when they beat the crap out of Drew, and he's a trained military person. He's a Navy SEAL. Dude, I'm sorry, Nicholas is not a Navy SEAL. But anyway, I was just baffled by the fact that she got mad at him for trying to protect Nicholas. And he's looking at her like she crazy. And I'm looking at her like she crazy. And Cyrus is like, look, it's no criminal intent. I'm just, I never abandoned my lost souls that were there. And Laura says, inmates, criminals. You haven't said dangerous. And I said, inmates, criminals. Isn't your son a criminal? Isn't your ex-husband a criminal? I thought pretty much a lot of your people in your family are criminals. What is she? I'm so, you know what? I love Laura Lou, but her highfalutinous sometimes is just a little too much for me. Just a little too much for me. You know what I'm saying? And Cyrus, he craps back, well, of course they're dangerous. They can't provide protection if they're little weak lambs. And I'm like, duh. And she's talking about, well, I thought you were going to be like talking about like bribing some prison guards or something. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's illegal? So you want him to do the illegal thing instead of doing the thing that, just get his people to keep their eye on him? You want him to bribe prison? I'm like, I think Laura Lou is confused about what is criminal and what is not criminal. And maybe I'm hoping she was just playing about him bribing prison guards. But I'm like, that's actually the illegal thing. Sai tells her he ain't got no money like that, no ching-chang-ching, and Laura suggests he has hidden riches. and Sai's like, oh, only if I was who you see me in your imagination. I'm like, maybe she just ain't using her imagination correctly, okay? Because you ain't no good. Cyrus ain't no good. I don't care at all about that. He has the underplay for the overplay. But then he tells Laura about his inaugural broadcast of the radio show. And that his flock is going to be getting bigger. And he's going to be spreading God's word to all of the people in PC. And all I keep hearing is cult, his own personal gang, his own personal henchmen. He going to have the same set of the people, his followers that is in the prison system. Now they're going to be out in the streets doing whatever Cyrus deems. It's about to go down in Port Charles. And I am here for the foolishness. Laura doubts him, but Sai wants to put some good into the world. He gonna put some good into the world, all right. I'm so ready to see what this is going to be. Man, So we're going to go over to the PCPD morgue. And we have Jordan, Anna, and Dante. I really like these three working together. I really like this. You know, I do want more hospital stories. I do want more hospital stories, not the hospital Finn stories, because that was lame. But like, you know, poisons and crazy stuff in the air, and people have to all run to the. I miss those days. But anyway, so we got some morgue action going on, and they are discussing what happened with Olivia Jerome and the crime. And Dante brings them the crime scene report. Basically, transportation van hit with spikes, a spike strip, ambushed two masked men, gunshot, and they found Olivia dead in the woods. And I'm like, two? So we don't got just one now, we have two? Who's the two? Who's the second? Who's the first? Is it Julian and Morgan? Is it Julian and Morgan? You know, Morgan was working with Julian. He was working with Julian. I would be nice to see that, honey. Julian and Morgan. Oh my gosh. Let me keep going. I don't know. It could be somebody else. But Julian and Morgan, what? Coming back after Sonny and all the other mobsters? He done manipulated poor Morgan's head. But anyway, let's keep going. And when Anna examines examines her body, she was shot execution style. Back of the head. I'm like, that's cold-blooded. I mean, I guess it's no more cold-blooded than shooting a person in the face, though. But yeah, that was meant to be. And Dante brings in the gun, and Anna confirms that it is one of the ones from the WSB. And now they she's saying, well, the same shooter that shot Olivia was the same person that was shooting at Sonny. It connects that mob connection. And they discuss the feds wanting to take over the case, and they need to, and they're talking about, we need to work together. I'm like, they do, because it seems like they coming up with more stuff, and we really don't know what the feds is doing. And if they were working together, we probably have this already solved. But you know how it is. People don't want to step on people's feet, or people, yeah, I said it right. So then they go to the discussion of O'Neill, and the conversation leads to, because he's not talking still, using an informant. Someone that's good at extracting info. Someone that Robert would be willing to work with as far as a deal. Someone with lesser sentence in exchange for info. Y'all know who they talking about, right? I think they have written an out for Nicholas. Ain't nobody else in jail. Cyrus is not in jail, and he ain't planning on going back. The only person, and we already know old school Nicholas, honey. He wouldn't know kitchen table pet either. So he's about that. So I feel like they have given Nicholas an out of jail. And this is it. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. But that's where I'm going with. My Nick is getting out. What? Because he already in there. He's he can get Ava. If Nicholas Quartermain, Nicholas Cassadine can get Ava Jerome, he can get that boy to be talking. That ain't gonna be no hard problem for Mom. So Anna's gonna go ahead and talk to Agent Cates in Pentonville to see if she can convince him not to move O'Neill until they can until they can get the person into the, put the person into the room with him and get him to, talking. And I'm telling you guys, I bet I almost bet $1 million that is Nicholas. I would be surprised if it's not. GH has pulled out some weirdos, and if they pull out some no name, I'm gonna be so disappointed. I'm gonna be so freaking disappointed. But I feel like Mr. Nicholas, the Dark Prince, is coming home very, very soon. But moving along, Laura texts Jordan, letting her know about Cyrus's radio station. They all tune in. I'm telling you guys, this is about to get, man, we're about to get the new writers. Oh man, I want to see his people out just doing all kind of crazy stuff, calling people sinners. And they're gonna be calling everybody that, and that's dope. And we're gonna move along over to Sam's penthouse, and we got Alexis and Mrs. Sam. And Sam's telling Alexis about what happened with little Danny, and Alexis discusses the trouble that Christina took her through. And then they discuss grounding and punishment and all that good stuff. And Alexis tells her daughter that she's really doing an extra job as far as, the parenting thing. And, to be honest with you, Sam did. She was on it, you know what I'm saying? But this, I'm not going to read everything on here because the whole entire time she kept saying, but Jason, and Jason, and Jason, and Jason, and he wants to be more like his father. I said, are you talking about the Jason you met? Are you the brain damage Jason, or Jason period? Because Jason was a good boy, boo. He went out here drinking at 14, running schemes, scamming people out of their money. But I know who was. You, Sam. It was you. If you want to worry about what Danny getting into, you need to look into them pretty brown eyes and say, oh, that's me, honey. She's up there pointing the finger at Jason, and she ain't even thinking about all the tragedy she caused her own mother. Hello, sleeping in the bed with her mama's baby daddy, husband, Rick. That ain't the only thing that little Sam been up to, man. Baby, she came into the town like a wrecking ball. Not too far from what Carly came into town doing. Same, actually, almost the same thing. Yeah. So when she was sitting here, just kept throwing shade on my J-Dog, I was like, wait a second, boo. You forgot we know you. We love you, but we know you. Sam, girl, you better point that finger inward and look at yourself. Talking about well, I took Scout and Jason and Danny and them away from Jason because I wanted them to have a safer life, but maybe that wasn't enough. Yeah, maybe you should have stopped putting yourself. I don't know. I was not happy how she just kept on putting it on Jason, and I'm looking at like, girl, you came in a whole hussy and everything. What are you talking? Girl, are you serious right now, Sam? Sam, they must have rewritten Sam's life in her own brain. And I'm sitting here like, and Alexis, because she's asking her mom about, what she, about how it is raising teenagers and stuff like that. And Alexis like, well, all I can tell you is about what Christina did to me. I don't really have experience with boys, but this was like a once time thing, so you really can't call it a pattern. And I was like, exactly. And you checked him. Sam, all you can do is check him. Check him if he makes mistakes again. And since you know Jason so well, you should be able to look out for all the dangers he gets in. But I doubt it's going to be you. He's mimicking you, Sam, and Jason. But all the 14-year-old getting drunk, my Jason wasn't getting drunk at 14. Boy had a boy cut, a cardigan shirt. He was a square. Square, honey. He wasn't doing nothing. He was the golden boy of the family. So no, Sam, you need to be looking at yourself. That's all I'm gonna say about that, guys. But do I agree that she did a good thing with her son? Yes. Do I think she should keep her eye on her son? Yes. Why? Because of her, who she is. Look, guys, I have a son, right? He a grown man, but I have a son. And yeah, he tried, and I checked him, and he tried, and I checked him, and that's how we grew, and that's how we developed, and he learned. Just, that ain't gonna happen. But I never for one time said, oh, that's just daddy. I knew when my son is petty like his mama. I'm the queen of petty. I am working on myself. I am not as petty as I used to be, but my son is the king of petty. I know he didn't get that from his daddy. He got that from me. Sam needs to look in the mirror, and that might help her raise her son better. I'm moving along. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that in the comments. But that, I was just like, come on, girl. Drink some reality tea, please, today. We're going to go over to the Sunny Penthouse, and we're going to talk about another person who needs to drink some reality tea. Miss Ava and Miss Jocelyn. And I'm not saying Ava needs to drink reality tea. We know who does. These little these young people was just all over the place today. So Jocelyn's coming over there trying to make demands. Talking about, I need you to contact Sonny. I need you to page Sonny. I need you, because he's not answering the call. Why would he answer for you, Jocelyn? Everybody knows what you're doing. Don't kill my boyfriend. Don't kill my boyfriend. It reminded me when Lulu came to Sonny and begged Sonny not to kill Dante because of what Dante getting Mike put in prison. That's what it brought back. Guys, y'all let me know what y'all think. But that's what it brought back. It brought back Lulu. Maybe Joss was a little bit more hysterical, but that's Joss. But, well, Lulu was kind of too much too. But yeah, it brought cousins. cousins, baby, cousins. And ooh, I think they just write the script over again and put different people's names in there, because that was the same thing. But anyway, where was I at? So Ava, I felt like Ava was really just trying, first of all, trying to calm her down and not have her going around the city looking for Sonny. But Ava knew. I felt like Sonny had Ava stall Joss while he was talking to Dex. I felt like that. I just felt like, because Ava just kept telling, just sit here and talk to me, just talk to me, tell me what's going on. And Jocelyn was just like, if you're not gonna help me look for Sonny, I just gotta go. And then Ava brings up the fact that Michael came over there and that she was eavesdropping, and she overheard the conversation. And Joss is like, as if. And I'm like, as if your mama didn't do the same thing. Your mama would stand right there. Sit. Girl, bye. She a young adult. You know what I'm saying? That's some young adult crap. But anyway, when Ava talks about what she overheard, Joss admits that she did know. And Ava's like, man, that's a heavy burden. And I feel for you. You know what I'm saying? And Joss is like, what do you care? Or something like that. Or why do you care? And Ava's like, okay, I know I'm not your favorite person. And guys, before we tear this little teenage, this young woman up, Ava did, kind of screw her brother's head up, and he ended up dead behind that. So, I mean, we can't just sit here and act like everything is just always going to be golden. Josh has looked over and, got closer to Ava, through Avery, oddly enough. But that's still a sore spot. So we can't just be like, oh, why is she's a young woman and she's in love. Y'all remember the Romeo and Juliet movie? I've seen some of the hate on Eden, and I'm like, so yeah, I guess, nobody's ever been a young woman in love. We do stupid stuff when we're in love. But whatever, I'm gonna keep going. And she brings up, and Joss does bring up how, if Dex saved your life, not once but twice. If you help me save his life, and I know that Sonny's going to kill him. And Ava just keeps stalling, and finally Joss just gets mad, and she walks off. And Ava does tell her, I do owe you. And even though you feel that way about me, I know you did it just to steal. And she says, well, of course. And then she throws in, well, and for Avery too. Girl, you did it because you were, Joss is just being petty. But she's hurting, guys. That's her man. Her man gone. Or did she think her man about to be murdered? Unalived. But moving along, so Ava does not calm Joss down, and Joss heads off, and Ava texts on the phone, and that's what I'm thinking, she's letting Sonny know that Joss is on the way. So we're going to go head on over to Dex's place. And we got Sonny and Dex. And Dex has his gun drawn, and then he puts it behind his back when Sonny walks in. And Sonny asks Dex why he hasn't gone and packed his bags yet. And Dex is like, why? When you got some guard that's not too far from behind me. And Sonny's like, yep. That's why you got your gun, right? Because the only way out is through me. So you're going to take your shot? And I'm like, okay, Sonny. If he wanted to take his shot, he could have shot you through the door. He didn't have to open his door to let you in. He could have went bang, bang, bang through the door, and that would have been the end of your beautiful speech. Okay? Dex tells Sonny he's about that life. I can't believe I wrote that down. Dex tells Sonny he's about that life. And he ain't gonna just, I'm just not gonna let you kill me, bro. And he's like, I don't want to hurt you, old man, but I'm not. I might not win, but I ain't going down easy. I don't want to hurt you, old man. I can't believe I wrote that down, guys. I wrote down. Dex tells Sonny he's about that life. I don't want to hurt you, old man. That's what I got from that. Sonny tells him if he wanted him rotting in the ground, he would have been rotting in the ground, despite of what Carly said. That is the truth. We can't sit there and say that ain't the truth. Then they discuss the lie and his role in the organization, and Dex reminds him his job was protecting Sonny, and to which he did, and he did, but he's a liability. He can't. I have to. This is crazy, but I agree with Sonny. He is a liability. He can't be around. He knows too much, and anybody can use him. Not just the mob, the FBI, the WSB, the PCPD. You know how they like to do. They wouldn't solve much, but make his life miserable. Sonny tells Dex. He tells Dex that he knows too much and he can't trust him. So how are we gonna handle this, Dex? And Dex is like so cocky. He's like you almost did. And Sonny's like, and now? Dex wants back. He wants back in. He wants to work back for Sonny. He don't want to quit. He wants to stay Sonny's henchman. But he knows he would only be a liability. And Sonny agrees with that. Dex tells him how he learned about him and his family and the man he is. And at first this was just a job, but I got to know you and I got to know your family. And Dex admires him, even though he knows he shouldn't. And while he's talking about this, Sonny's eyes are bloodshot red because he's feeling like serious betrayal. But you got to remember, this man has been betrayed by multiple people in the past, like month. His wife, his son, Carly, somewhat, and now Dex. And he ain't got no Jason. He ain't got really nobody. All he got is Ava. That ain't a good thing. I'm sorry. Carmisi, you might be mad at me, but baby, that's I don't know. Because you never know what Ava gonna do. That's the problem. Ava's too unpredictable. And I think she still has the hots for Nicholas. But anyway, I wrote down, Sonny looks tired and he's about to cry. And he tells Dex, you had a lot of potential, more than I've seen in a long time. But you are a big liability. And that's when Dex comes back with, I'll take a bullet. You've seen that. I understand there's a risk. And Sonny tells him he can't take a risk, not with his kids. Not taking a risk when it comes to his family. You just have to disappear. Did y'all see that when Dex started to reach behind his he was going to pull his gun. So Dex came prepared to unalive Sonny. Y'all let me know if that's what y'all caught when y'all seen that part. But when I seen him reach back like that, I was like, oh, so he is got the balls to shoot Sonny Corinthos. And when he says, so you just want me to let you kill me then? I was like, oh yeah, you got to go now, because now you know I'm saying bye. Now you about to take out the boss. You can't. No, bro, you got to go. And Sonny tells him, no, I want you to leave town. And Dex is shocked. He's like, wait a second, so you're not going to kill me? You want me to leave? And then that's when I felt the Romeo and Juliet angst come for real. Because then he pulls the gun out, scares the crap out of Sonny, takes the hand, points it at him and says, well, then kill me. Shoot me. Joss made my life worth living. And I don't want to live without her. I was like, oh gosh, here we go. Sonny's like, dude, because Sonny had told him before all that antic that he got him set up, got him a new passport, new identity, driver's license, gonna cover all the treks and set him up with money. He says, I was like, what? Wait a minute. This ain't the normal send-off that Sonny does, because old girl, his family, she didn't get that send-off. Gladys was told if she even mentions his name, she gonna have problems. But Dex gets a whole entire new life and income. And Dex is like, well, what about Joss? And Sonny said, there can be no Joss. Joss is going to lead them back to, Joss will lead my enemies right back to you. And that's when he grabs the gun. No, I'm going to die. I got to die if I don't have Jocelyn. I'm like, okay, calm down. You might as well finish me off. And Sonny tells him, if he kills him, he's not gonna be breaking Joss's heart. Dex is. And that's when Dex makes the decision to leave. And I thought it was cold when they have Jocelyn walking back up to the door. And because I'm not going to talk about how he was telling, well, no, I can hide it. I can be, because Sonny wasn't hearing that. Y'all seen that. But the cold part when Joss walked to the door, seen the door open, came in there, looked at Sonny, he's just sitting there, his legs crossed, like a father, like a father protecting his daughter. And she gonna figure it out. And Joss walks to Dex's apartment. And he tells her, she says, "Where's Dex?" And he tells her, "I'm sorry, but he's gone." And Joss wants, "I want to see him. Is he still alive?" And Sonny tells her, "Yes, but he had to leave, and he's still alive." Joss don't believe him, calls him a liar. "You're a liar." Dex did what was best for everyone. And Joss says, "Not for me." And Sonny tells her, "Especially for you." He hands her a note. His dog tags fall out. And Joss tells Sonny she hates him and that he's a criminal and a liar and she'll never ever forgive him. And Sonny walks out and says, "I know." Now, I'm just going to say this. I've heard that a million times from my daughter, from the age of 14 to the age maybe 20, 21. They get over it. And it wasn't just like every day. Every time she was told no, every time she was protected from something that she just felt like she could handle. Anytime that I had to navigate something in her life, "I hate you, Mom. You don't understand me. You don't know love. I love him. He loves me." And I just look at her like, just like how Sonny's looking at Joss. This was the best thing, baby. He can't be here. He's dangerous and he can get you and everybody else killed. She don't see that because she's in love. She's in young love. So, I hear the rage. Eden should be ashamed of herself and da-da-da-da-da-da. And to me, you obviously have never seen a young woman in her heartbeat. I wasn't even mad. I wasn't being like, "Oh, here she goes." I wasn't even feeling none of that. When I was watching it, I'd be like, "Oh, I've been there. I've been there. Been there 1,000 times." And they come back. And she'll come back to Sonny. And it might be strange for a while. But Sonny got enough on his plate right now. He ain't got to worry about the angst of her. And right now, Dex is doing the best thing. He's protecting her. Because if they use him they could use her to get to him. They could use her to get to him. The mob could kidnap both of them and threaten Jocelyn's life. And Dex is going to spill the beans because he's not going to risk Jocelyn's life. And Jocelyn get herself and her mother and everybody. This was the best thing. And even, I think Michael even said that he had to leave, that this was not good. I think they all said that he had to leave. And I'm pretty sure Carly will agree. I will be shocked if Carly does not agree with Sonny. I will be shocked as hell if she does not agree with him, because I'm agreeing with Sonny. He had to go. I'm sorry, baby, but this is for the protection of the family. Dex knew that when he got into this. So it is what it is. She'll be fine. Good acting though, and I love seeing her with Ava. That was good acting. But Joss is young and she's in love and she'll be okay. Now her and Trina can cry each other's shoulders and be there for each other. Moving along. I'm not trying to be cold. I'm just saying I've dealt with the young female. I was a young female. We crazy. When we get that first, you know what I'm saying, ladies. We get a little, Mama has to, girl, get back. We're going to talk about the last story because I saved this one. And that's Alexis going to go to Sonny's penthouse. And when she knocks on the door, Ava's like, "If you're looking for Sonny, he's not here." She's like, "No, actually, I'm looking for you." And Alexis tells Ava that Julian would want her to tell her what's going on. And Ava's like, "Ooh, conjuring up Julian's name." And she says, "Well, Olivia's dead." And Ava's like, "Really?" And she's like, yeah. And I heard it from the reporter, and I'm really sorry. I'm really, I just wanted to be the first one to tell you. And I'm sorry, I'm offering you my condolences. And Ava's like, "Really? After everything she did to you, you not happy about her being rotting in hell?" And what Ava's talking about is the fact that Olivia was going to kill Alexis and Sam. Take them both out. I'm pretty sure it was Alexis and Sam. But if I'm wrong, guys, let me know. But I'm pretty sure Olivia was taking out Alexis and Sam, and that's what she was talking about. But Olivia was doing a lot of stuff to people, so who knows? Guys, once again, if you like the content, please like and subscribe. hit that like button, hit that subscription button. I'm gonna wrap this video up, and I hope you guys have an awesome, awesome, awesome weekend. I am working on something for you guys, and I'm hoping to have that pushed out by tomorrow. If you are a Connie Falconeri fan, I got some Connie sketches coming at you guys. Hope you check them out. I love Connie back in the day. But anywho, guys, I'm gonna let you go. You guys have a wonderful weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Mwah. See you Monday.